Again, down on the banks of the Missouri River today. See that behind me? Nice little view. Yeah. So, you know, been doing some videos in light of some of the themes that are coming up on the Instagram and Facebook page. And so today, what I wanted to do was talk about a very, very crucial principle. And that principle is actually dealing with discipline and self control. And that's something that is vital to one's, purpose, one's life, one's mission, one's assignment in life. And so, excuse me, wanted to really, just get a few reflections in and, share some things that I think really would assist in, my journey along with anyone else who's, looking to really uh, tap into their purpose in life. And one thing that we have to really understand is, we can't stress over what we can't control. You know, the only thing that you really can control at the end of the day is yourself. Self control is like so crucial to one's purpose. And if you're not able to control yourself, anything else is out the window. And so that's very important to understand in terms of what it is that we have to accomplish. And even the scriptures speak about self control. There's a passage from Proverbs 25:28. It says, "He who has no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down without walls." That's that sun right there. Wow, that's beautiful. But yeah, he who has no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. So you have to know how to control yourself. And we have to develop this. This just arrived at overnight. It is something that is done over time. It is done with experience, and it is done with effort and intention and focus. Self-control is very imperative in terms of our development in life. And so the thing about it is that you have to have a knowledge of yourself. You got to know yourself. Knowledge of self is important as relates to discipline and self-control. And so when you know the power of your words, your silence, your mind, your body language, and even your body itself, that's where you're able to tap into that self-control. But you got to know what the power is that you're wielding within yourself, self-control. And there's many things within ourselves that we can control, and there's many things outside of ourselves that we can't. But what we do is we focus on what we can control. And there's a lot of things within ourselves that we control, and that's what makes you. The self-control is what makes you you. It's what defines you. It's what really allows you to not react to situations and just explode, but to respond with ability, right? That's what self-control allows for. And when we exercise self-control, we allow ourselves to not experience the pain of regret. But self-control is dealing typically with delayed gratification. It's dealing with even to experience the goal that you have, to set that aside in order to experience it and to accomplish it. And that's where you actually get into doing things that you need to do as opposed to what you want to do. You got to definitely delineate your needs from your wants so that your wants will actually be enjoyed after your needs are accomplished. But that's the process of that. And self control at the end of the day, discipline at the end of the day is about motivation, self motivation. You motivate yourself to control yourself and to go about doing what is that you have set as a goal before you. So now that you got your goals established, you can move forward. That's just a beautiful view, though, don't you think? The Missouri River. Now, this is like First and Main. I'm on like Main Street. There's a lot of history here. I'm gonna shout out my man E Staff, by the way, Eric Stafford with KC Tour Company, and he does a lot of tours around here. He gives you some real rich history. He's been disciplined to really allow his business to take off. I started out doing it with him. This is probably back in 2013, and he's been doing it for about 5 years. You know what I'm saying? And he's enjoyed the fruits of self-control. Okay, the fruits of self-control have allowed for him to experience what has come about with his Kansas City tour company. But the fruits of self-control really come down to mastering your mood, watching your words, restraining your reactions, sticking to your schedule and to your purpose, your goal before you. You know, you manage your resources wisely, and more importantly, you're able to maintain good health. And that is very important as relates to self-control. And I just wanted to drop those little jewels off right. But this is B. Michael with Long Life Holistic Services, the creative visionary, man. And again, September 19th, I'm gonna always bring this up. August 19th, we have our next event, the Science of Spirit, and we're going to be getting into some mechanics of it. We're going to be getting into a lot of good information and some